Oh wow, how cool. I started up myself. Get up. Oh, I don't have that one. I don't have my voice control. I had to replace the default my keyboard layout that I use for voice control. I replaced it with the keyboard layout for the GameGlass at the moment. Just playing with the GameGlass right now. Probably play with that for a little bit, and I may leave it available, but nice. I just wished it had a chat button so I could get rid of the chat button. Alright, where are we? Should be. Yeah, we are in the Hurston area. Good. That's kind of where I wanted to start. I'm actually amazed and happy that the bed worked in my little ship. This is not a great ship for this, but we'll give it a try. What? I sure wanted it to be somewhere else. How am I going to try the quantum drive stuff? Maybe we can. Actually, for me, I'm not sure. The fact that have to move your hand off the keyboard. I can see this being okay or really more useful for maybe the mining aspect or the social aspect, the social shards. I can see those being a little more, for me at least. I tend to use the voice command, which is easier because I don't have to let go of my current controls. These Buccaneers. Oh, I need to change. We get hit here. There we go. Now I only have to hit one button to get all three guns going. That didn't take much, did it? I guess this thing's not as bad as I kind of figured it was. I have to get on the ground and try the social. Where's the cruise? Yeah, I have this thing sitting where it is. It's great for visual because I kind of moved my camera around so it would show it. I do like it's pretty. If I were actually going to use it, it would be more right in front of me. Nobody else could see it in the camera. But like I say, to be honest, I really love the voice command. It's just easier. You don't have to let go of the keyboard. Let's see. Let's quantum somewhere else. Just for fun. Not really knowing what I need to do today. It's got some neat sounds with the GameGlass, which you can. Which are a bit loud. I may have to disable those. That's not gonna work. Guess we'll go fuel up first.
Attention, I have been authorized to scan your vehicle for contraband. Please hold and stand by. Okay, thanks. You're clear to proceed.
Yeah, I wish that sound wasn't quite that loud. I'm not sure what it sounds like on my viewer. Oh man. I was sure hoping they'd slack these off. Really? 2 scans in 20 seconds?
Attention. Please hold for your vessel to be scanned. Thanks. To proceed.
Yeah, I'm not really fond of the way they do it after you spool up and start, you know, and it's like immediately when you start your quantum. It seems like an intentional waste of time. You know, they ought to do it before you start, you know. Or actually wait till you get into quantum and then drop you out. Just I guess it's the way that it's triggered, but let's see the station. But that's it. Oh yeah, I have all default keyboard, which I'm not used to. I have it set for the hey, and yeah, open PTU this week. Hopefully they'll go live this. I'm hoping this weekend, but we'll see. That may be expecting too much. I think that's the space station there. Indubitably, I'm upside down. Yeah, it'll be better than free fly weekend. Exactly what my thought. I've had the same exact thought. This is gonna be better than free fly. I used to have fun, literally, just sitting outside at Port Hollister on the free flies. Is what got me. Is it's absolutely amazing how many people get in their ship and just can't resist. You know, they see a lever that says eject, and they go, "What's that for?" and pull it. I mean, it, it's just amazing how many people cannot resist that eject button. You walk out on the pad. There's 2 or 3 ejection seats laying on the pad. It's like this is fun. I can only laugh at it because I did the same thing. I can't. I got no idea where the stuff's at. I couldn't see it if it was right in front of me. There they are. I'm thinking I'm upside down. Okay, I just need fuel here. Yeah.
Please proceed to assigned landing.
Landing gear deployed.
I guess one of the new features or new tweaks they did is now you don't go into hover mode. Wrong keys. Where am I? Now I'm lost. Where's my hangar? There it is. Yeah, that's apparently that's the new change with this latest patch, which is a good one. Except for, like I said, I'm using the GameGlass keyboard layout, so you know all the flight controls or whatever are defaults. So I don't have any of my custom flight controls. And one of the flight controls I change is C. Is normally there it is. Cruise control, and I use it for strafe down because the
Fuel. 75%.
my left pinky isn't really a good finger. I've cut it at work once and lost some tendons, so I can't bend it. So I don't like the left control button for strafe down. Actually, this, yeah, see, there was none. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, that would certainly make me feel better about the hover. I mean, I'm still not a great big fan of it, but if I had a belly cam, I would be much happier about it. Or some kind of landing, some way to line up the ship without leaving first person. And unfortunately, when you leave first person, you're leaving all your flight controls. So. I agree. The repair costs. I'm hoping they're buffed up. They tend to, whether it's for testing or just because they want people to see the effect. They tend to overdo things to start with,
Landing gear raised.
and not just them. I mean, any devs tend to. They get a new feature and they always throw it in there and then have to tone it back down just a little bit. And I'm hoping that's what it is. I mean, could you imagine a car if it costs you $10 in gas and $150 in repairs every day to go to work? That just doesn't work. But right now, fuel fuel costs are extremely low. So personally, I think fuel costs need to be balanced up, and repair costs for damage, like in a fight, that's fine. I don't mind that being high. But boy, that's too high. That's too heavy. But repair costs for just flying across the thing, yeah. Oh man, I've already had two of these trying to go across the solar. This one's an enemy, I guess. And so here's the catch for me. If I were to take off right now, I'm already moving. So if I happen to get, interdicted again and they want to scam me, I'll never stop. Never come to a stop, and it's like an automatic. It's like an automatic crime stop. So you got to come back to a complete stop. But yeah, they kind of need to balance them out a little more. Getting a high repair rate if you're being shot at is one thing, but like this thing, I haven't even been hit, and I can go across here. Oh man. I can't see. I guess it's another enemy contact. Just flying across the solar system here is literally right now 1,000 plus repair build. Yeah, that's what they do. And like here, I was jammed, so I have to speed up. Now I got to slow down. And this being the fourth interdiction I've had going from Hurston to Crusader, I'm spending more. People complain about the long travel time, and right now I'm spending more time stopping and starting for interdictions than the quantum travel is costing me. I mean, now, if I take off now, I'm liable to end up with a stat, so I got to come to a stop.
Quantum drive.
And yeah, that's a little bit wonky. I mean, I just hopefully it won't get interdicted. Yay, I might actually make it. Now I'll probably overheat. But yeah, it just seems a little wonky, and again, the interdictions seem a little bit excessive. And I said, I left Hurston, went to the R&R right there outside of Hurston, and got 2 on the way to it, just going a tiny way. And now I've had 2 going from the R&R toward Crusader. So that's, in this ship, that's a 12-minute, roughly 12 minutes for the quantum travel. But time you come to a complete stop and then have to speed up and get away from the quantum jam. Right, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they're boosted high for people to test them. You know, it's hard to test the interdictions if you only get one every 2 or 3 hours. You know, so they have to dial them up to where they're more consistent for people to actually get them, and that way they can tell what's going on, what's wrong with them. Originally, I mean, they've already made a lot of adjustments. Originally, when you came to a stop, they would spawn behind you. The AI would spawn behind you, and they fixed that. Yeah, they need to speed up the time where it actually tells you they're going to, because once you get interdicted and you drop out, you know, there's like a 30-second delay for them to tell you to stop. There's just enough time that if since you don't hear any instruction, if you hit the W button and start taking off, they give you just enough time to get going fast enough to where you can't stop again. You know, it's kind of that cyclic. You're gonna get a crime stat just for traveling around, and I don't think people are gonna like that. But I sure hope they tone them back down. Last night or yesterday I had 6 6 interdictions in 1 hour, and it took me most of 1 hour to go from it took me 1 hour to go from Arcorp to to Port Olisar. Literally 1 hour. That's how long it took me, and it was like that. I had to stop for fuel first. And so I ended up, you know, and it's only, in that ship, it's only a 8-9 minute quantum travel flight. But with 6 interdictions, it took me an hour. Well, you can tell once they spawn in, you can tell if they're blue or red, but I'm saying as soon as they spawn in, they should trigger that announcement that they're going to scan you. So, because I did that once, I mean, I dropped out. They didn't give me an announcement. It may have been server lag too. I guess I should consider that possibility. But it's like 30 plus seconds before they announce that they're going to scan you, and by then I had already started going. I'd hit the W and was cruising on, and they tell me they're going to scan me, and I'm like, oh hell. So I hit the X key, the air brake, and and right as I come to a complete stop, I get a crime stat. I was like, oh man. 3 times, like 3 or 4 times, I've gotten a crime stat doing nothing but quantuming around. I think I've pretty much got it, to where I can get around now without it. But it's kind of wonky, and I mean, there's going to be times when you don't want to or are not really capable of coming to a complete stop before you quantum out. And to automatically become a criminal because you were running from a criminal is kind of a bad deal. At least it seems that way to me. Yeah, yeah, that's actually a good idea. You give a little offer bribe, check mark. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you get even more fine. That would be neat. So got to grab some coffee here. I guess I ought to get on the ground and maybe try the social part of this. That's the social and the mining, which they don't have, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, coming soon. But the social part might be something that would be kind of fun. Let's see. This side. Oh, cool, there it is. Hey, takes a minute for that thing, doesn't it? Poor old tablet. Yeah, I think the social and the mining might be more useful for me. Like I said, like the combat, the flight and combat, I'm not. I mean, it's all right. Of course, if I had it sitting here where I would be using it for your average gamer, I'm sure it would be a lot more useful than for me. If I had it here where I would need it to be, you know, uh, close and comfortable to use, it'll block my entire stream screen. I won't be able to see my chat or anything else. So, so because I'm streaming, I don't really have the front view desk space for something like this. Let me grab some coffee. Be right back.
Alert. Engines overheating.
And then I would have to also, get a compromise of keyboard commands, because I don't use a default keyboard, and it's of course set up for a default keyboard plus their settings that they add to the GameGlass. Like that C button, that's gonna mess me up from time to time. That's usually my strafe button, strafe down. And of course, default is cruise control lock, cruise lock. Well, it certainly seems to do, and I like it. I like it as far as the looks. I might have to just, use it as a visual. But the only place I would be able to put it would probably be over here on this other side. And oh, yeah, you want to be at a dead stop for before you quantum to here as well. Because if you don't, is what happens is you can't stay. You fly right through the quantum. No fly. I've done that a couple of times. I'm not sure where my spawn point is, so I think I'm gonna maybe land and fuel here. Yeah, to have space is strafe up. They sure don't have a very useful key for strafe down. To me. But like I say, that's a good part of that simply because I have have a bad pinky finger that would normally be used for that.
Sign.
I'm so glad they got rid of that. Shit. There I go again, hitting the dang cruise button to strafe. Where am I now?
Contact.
Yeah, that button I just can't hardly hit with my bad finger. I need to reset that.
Landing. Doesn't stay.
Weapon.
Okay, so Z is not free look anymore? I guess Z is free look. What the hell? Yeah, I messed up my open. Now I can't move my view up and down. But I can't spin my view around either. No, wrong buttons. I figure out which one is free camera. Yeah, it shows Z, but that's not right now. I mean, it's free look, but I'm looking for, free camera mode or whatever. In other words, I don't want to be able to look sideways for my character. I want to be able to spin the whole camera around so I can see the front of me. I don't know what button that might be. It used to be Z, not Z, because they added the free look stuff. There we go. You gotta hold Z. Uh, There's what I'm trying to do. You gotta hold F4, F4 and Z now. That's cool. Let's see. I'm gonna try some of this. The emotes I think the emotes are gonna be the coolest part. And they had different ones. Standard attention, standard ease. I don't know if I've ever seen all of these. We'll see. Yeah, this is actually the thing I could see this big. I mean, I don't know what the mining shard will have, but I could see this actually having a little, some pretty fun stuff. And yep, and whistle. They need a sound to go with that. Uh, Greet. That's better than wave, isn't it? Oh yeah, there's those. I haven't gotten to them. I'm still on greet, and here's agree. I'll get to those in a minute. I'm just kind of going through them all. I don't know which ones I've seen them all. Here's angry. Stomping his foot. Blah. Blah blah blah. That's a good one. I like that one.
Interesting. All of a sudden we're in a loop.
Hey, hold on. I got my thing in the way. Discord. That's not it. Yeah, I can't see my Discord. Okay, well that wasn't Discord. It must have been in game. Where was I? Disagree. Gasp. Ah. And laugh. Ah. And now we're to the rude ones. Chicken. Yeah, I bet it was. I bet that was in game. As a matter of fact, I make sure mine's on, right? Obviously it is, yeah. Failure. I'm just naming these as I click them here. Gloat. And rude. Now I'm wondering if they actually cycle them, because like there's like rude 2, 3, and 4. So let's see if it gives me the exact same one. I'm gonna hit it a couple of times. Yep, they cycle them. See, it's different rude than the first one. Let's do one more. See if it gives us a different one yet. Yeah. So it does cycle them. That's cool. Alright, here's the threaten. I think there's 2 or 3 of those too, but quite a few of them are multiples, so it's cool that they cycle through them. Smell. And the last one in this tab is board. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen all of these. This guy, I don't know if this is good content or not, but I'm just playing. I haven't seen them all, so. Alright, we got a cheer. That sounds good one. It's weird the way they start to do it, and then stop, and then do it. I'm guessing that's just a clap. Not a very enthusiastic clap. And dance, which never seemed to work for me. Half the time it didn't work. I guess it's not going to work on this either. Which probably isn't GameGlass's fault, because I couldn't get it to work on my voice command stuff either. Flex. I've seen those. Got one more. Burp. Here's a burp for us. I'm not sure that one's useful. Cry. Yeah, these last ones aren't all that. And flirt, that one's not bad probably. And then we're down to sit and sleep.
Sorry. You exceeded the allotted time to depart. Turn your ship to storage. Initiating ship storage procedure.
And sleep is lay down, I know what that one.
Thank you. Operation.
That's some weird double graphics there. Alright, let's see. F4 and Z, you gotta hold it. Yeah.
Initiating ship storage procedure.
Well, good. Store that dang thing. Yeah.
I'm gonna ship up above you.
Who might that be?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
I don't have an icon to see you guys, but I hear people.
Cool. You should also see the names flashing at the top left there. I can see yours. In other words, my name, Captain Ryder, should be beside that little icon, the new little thing at the top left. Oh, you may not have it in a ship though. Hey, shipwreck, good day. I was just we were looking at all the emotes. Wraith, Wool.
A dog.
EGM. I think I'm right at the. Well, the VoIP seems to be working more.
Okay.
Seems to be working.
I don't hear you anymore. You hear me? Come on inside.
Barely. I think we're out of range. I think there's a limited range.
Yeah, that's great. This will be right for you. Alright. Back in again.
Yeah, I'm just going inside, so I have a feeling he's gonna lose me, and you'll probably gain me. Hey, Zach. Good morning. Yeah, I would be surprised if we don't get a wipe this time because there's a lot of stuff with with the law and everything that may
It's gonna
have
take
to
a long time, you know that, right?
do some, that they may have to. But I couldn't swear to it. But yeah, when it goes to live, I would be amazed if live isn't wiped, if it isn't started fresh. They're gonna have it, they're gonna be wanting to track down bugs, and so they don't want any issues with old, saves and stuff. Yeah, that was. You can see it flashing in the screen. Those are other people talking in local VoIP, and yeah, it seems to be working. I haven't tried like personal calls or so, but yeah, the exactly the local VoIP, just talking to people standing around you, it seems to be working. Yeah, some of these socials are kind of neat. Let's see. No, I need to do that. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm willing to try that out. Hey, no, that's actually a good question. I mean, this isn't any kind of chat, right? The reason you only have chat through your helmet is because it's a comm system that your helmet provides. But the VoIP should work without it, right? Because that's just local people talking. So let's try that. In fact, technically, if they really did it right, you should have a longer range without your helmet. Right? People should be able to hear you better without your helmet. I doubt that's the way it is. I'm just saying. But yeah, you have a very good point. Let's see if they can. All right, testing void. Anybody hear me? I don't see anybody around, and I don't have the icon at the top left that shows what group I'm in. Let's see, I should hit 11. That's what I needed. I'm still in that, and I'm still have show this. So I'm still in there, but I don't know if anybody's around to hear me. Because it doesn't show. In other words, with my helmet on, it shows how many people are around you. Wait until somebody shows up. Uh, while they're doing that. Oh yeah, maybe we can get a better view of some of these oddball ones. Let me zoom in. My mouse is slow zooming in here. Alright, what do we got? Burp. Yeah. Of course, everybody likes the rude. This is the best feature on here. Oh, that.
Okay, cool. You can see my icon, right? Yeah. Do you see me? Okay, yeah, I see you. Okay, cool. Alright. Now we can get a better ship. Okay, cool. I like that ship. That ship was cool.
Hey, can you guys hear me? I'm testing.
I hear you.
Oh, great. I took my helmet off, just trying it without a helmet. Cool.
Oh, okay. I think it's because we got close to you.
It works in proximity. So
That's great.
It
I
doesn't
just.
help that the server is lagging too, by the way. So. All right, so this is the eye here.
Oh?
There we have it. It does work without the helmet, so that's cool.
I think mine was
I can now what I did.
mine was the 315.
See, it's also, y'all probably can't tell that, but it's also directional. In other words, I can hear these guys over here. They're talking. See, it's on my left ear.
These people in chat, they're like, wow.
Now it's in right.
It's not broken. Just
Yeah, that's
For
cool.
some people it was broken. Is that one dude, remember?
yeah. It's usually proximity.
Yeah, it's directional. And yeah, it's pretty clear. If you get one over the personal comms thing we used to have where you get the picture up there, then it's got a metallic voice to it, but this one doesn't, if that's what you're asking.
Gosh, that movie. What a suck.
I mean, you can hear like an echo, like it's through a mic or something. I mean, it's
What? What's that?
uh-oh. I'm dying. I forgot to put my helmet back on. Yeah, that's neat. I'm glad they're finally getting that straightened out. I better hurry before I die. I died. Darn it. Human error. Okay. Yeah. Hit number 1. Put your helmet on before you go in the airlock. That was funny. Alright, let's take care of that helmet problem. Well, that was a good question that I wanted to. And Zach's asked if the VoIP worked without the helmet, which to me seemed like a reasonable question. You know, you have the chat. It should, right? Well, it does, so that's cool. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I'm glad we figured that one out. I had no real plans. I kind of wanted to play around with the GameGlass there a little bit, which I did. And then actually, I think I'm about ready to. Normally, see, if I were actually going to use it, I'd have to put it here, where it's visible and reachable for me. But of course, then nobody else would see it. But yeah, it's cute, and I like the looks. I mean, I may have to set it up just for immersive, looks. But unfortunately, the only place I have is right here, like I said, and then it's blocking I can't read my chat. It's blocking my second screen. So I don't really have enough open desk space that it would work good with. So I'll probably have to use my probably be using the voice command rather than the GameGlass for most things. But let's see. That'll get me back to my regular keyboard. So most of the GameGlass probably won't work now. I guess I could. Yeah, I'll leave that. Do I have, what do I need? I need, there we go. Well, the lot, have you not, you not, it's basically the same as it's been through most of it. Let me go. The biggest thing they have is in flight. They have the interdictions, which you've seen, I'm sure. But is what it is when you get interdicted. And to me, this is kind of a sore point. They want to scan you, but you have to be dead still for them to scan you. So you know if they interdict you now, you got to come to a dead stop. If you don't, they'll try to scan you, say you're evading or whatever, and give you a crime stat. And then if you do, if you're smart enough, like I've kind of figured out now, that you basically have to come to a complete stop before you quantum, if at all possible, right? And that way you can avoid that, and then they'll just scan you and tell you to go on. Other than that, if you have a crime stat, then if you already have a crime stat, then when they interdict you, they just start shooting at you. Just start trying to blow you up. Which I don't have, so they won't do. I'll show you the. But yeah, if you're, I'm so used to it, I have to mentally make myself stop, think about it, and stop because I'm so used to. That's exactly what they're scanning for. I mean, they're not scanning for crime stat because if you have any, even just one crime stat, they just open up. They don't scan you. They just start shooting. If we don't have any crime stat, then they scan you, and I haven't tried it with like illegal cargo, but I'm guessing if you have illegal cargo or whatever, and I don't know if you'd seen they have. Let's see the journal. Which one is the journal? Is that it? Yeah, in each jurisdiction, like here's for Hurston, they have a list of felonies, and you can see here this one's a class A, B, and C, whatever those are. But like, uh, where is there it is. But like UEE, which is the dead space is in between all the planets, they only have A. So you can actually haul B and C, which I think yeah, they show down here, Class A. So the only thing you'll get in trouble for here would be Slam and Widow. You could, yeah, you can run after an interdiction. And in fact, I'll give you some of that here. I'll show you right now, as a matter of fact.
Complete.
I'll just
Raised.
just get out here and we'll quantum. Unfortunately, they have the interdictions ramped up so much. It's kind of frustrating right now. I'm assuming and hoping that they just have them ramped way up for testing. In other words, I would be very surprised if I don't get interdicted twice between here and there. Literally. Insufficient fuel. I thought I'd just loaded up. I guess I'll go back down. Gear.
Transitioning gear.
Gear deployed.
But yeah, you can just run. Uh, right now you can. I'm not gonna swear. Eventually, I don't know that you'll be able to run away from any of them, all of them, but maybe here. I'm hoping that you know they're gonna have more dangerous, solar systems. So I'm kind of hoping that you know as you get into more dangerous solar systems, running will become less and less viable. But we'll just have to see. But yeah, in the starter area, they shouldn't, force you to fight possibly two or three AI in, say, an Aurora. It's not going to work. It would be instant kill every time you got interdicted. So yeah, right here in the starter area, it should be a viable tactic just to leave.
Launch complete.
If you get, say, into the
Landing gear.
into an enemy alien AI area, then maybe not. Someplace like that would likely chase you, right? Yeah, well, and in the right ship, even in dangerous areas, you may be able to do it, but it may take certain ships or whatever is what I'm kind of hoping or would expect. For instance, a Herald can outrun anything. That's kind of what it's for. So yeah, that might engage.
Engaging quantum.
Quantum drive activated.
Let's see if we should get right here. We should probably get interdicted. Come on, come on. There we go. Well, what the heck? I get interdicted six times in an hour yesterday, just trying to go across the map one time, and this time it doesn't do it when I want to. I don't know why the B key just doesn't seem to be working to disable it. Yeah, Murphy's Law. If you want it to, it's not going to happen. I mean, that's actually kind of funny because I've been griping about. I mean, it gets frustrating, that they're doing it so often. I've been griping about it for a couple of days. Now, when I want to get interdicted, it's not going to interdict me. Usually, right there, it starts shaking. Yeah, see how it's shaking? Now we're getting interdicted. Okay. Oh no! No, don't do that. That's not what I said. Get back in the seat before they kill me. Okay. There they are. See, but if I take off now, I'm liable to be in trouble. Are they gonna scam me? I might have goofed it by getting out of the seat. That's weird. Okay. Now that might be an exploit. If you get out when you're getting interdicted, they won't do it. Huh. Guess I need to clear that route and reset it. It's not showing up. Still not showing up. son. I don't know. Now I might have screwed up. I guess I'll change my location where I'm going to. Maybe that'll make it show up. There it goes. Now I got an arrow. Spool.
Pulling quantum drive.
Engage. Engage.
Engaging quantum.
Quantum drive activated.
Alright, this time I'll try it without getting up out of the seat. See if I can get you to show you the scan.
Attention. I have been authorized to scan your vehicle for contraband. Please hold and stand by.
I say from there, you got to be at a complete stop. And if I'd have come out of quantum,
Thanks. Clear to proceed.
if I'd have come out of quantum at speed, that would have been an automatic crime stat. So you really got to learn to come to a stop before you quantum, which, like I say, is kind of wonky to me. And there's times you're not going to be able to, so I guess you got to take a chance. There's times that you just, it takes too much time for me. Because if that guy had been, here's another one, jeez. If that guy had been jamming me, I gotta fly ahead. Now watch, well, no. Let's see if these guys are gonna scam me. Yeah.
Attention. I have been authorized to scan your vehicle for contraband. Please hold and stand by.
Yeah, it is neat. But like I said, you can see how it could get frustrating real easy. It's like 2 times in a row. Now we'll probably get.
Everything checks out. Feel free to go.
Now we'll probably get interdicted by enemies. We'll see. Hopefully not.
Activated.
No. But yeah, with the enemies, the problem is they'll jam your quantum drive. Yeah. And so then you have to fly out of range, which means you're moving, and then you gotta fly out of quantum range, or out of jamming range, and then you gotta come to a complete stop before you continue, because if you get interdicted again, you gotta be able to come to a complete stop. So that's the only wonky thing I see about the interdictions and the crime stuff there. The other stuff that's kind of neat, I don't know if you've seen, is the hacking. You can now hack the comm arrays and shut them down. You go buy a hacking chip, which I haven't done this time. Actually, let's do that. Since you got to see that, that's kind of really all I mean, I have no need to go to her 5. I was just trying to get a interdiction going, which I'm sure we'll get plenty of now. I need to go get me some chips. Yeah, and well, and it normally is. It's normally right now. It seems to be at least twice when you take off. Well, I'm still actually pretty close to, you know, but yeah, I guess I am pretty far out. Yeah, I'm not sure how they've got it all figured, but right now I'm sure hoping that they've got it ramped up just for testing it. It'll get.
Activated.
I can see people getting aggravated if it's as often as I've been getting it. I literally, like I said, it took me an hour to go from Area 18 to Crusader. Here, yeah, you can see it. I've only made a jump out and back, and this is what, fifth time I've been interdicted, or fourth? I wanted to show you, but I knew it wouldn't take long.
Attention. I have been authorized to scan your vehicle for contraband. Please halt and stand by.
And if you don't hold,
Either you halt and let us scan you, or you will be arrested. Understand?
so you got to come to a complete stop. And if you're already doing say 1,000 meters per second when you jump out of quantum, you're done. You'll never stop before it time's passed.
Free to go.
So long as you don't have any. No, you get a crime stat. You don't get a warning. You get a crime stat, and then the next one, like this one, they just start shooting at you. Okay, these are enemies, so they won't scam me. They're just gonna shoot at me, and I'll just fly on through. But see, he didn't jam me. But if I take off again and it's a cop that pulls me over the next time, I might be done.
Quantum drive. Activated.
But we'll try it. That time I got lucky. We don't seem to be getting interdicted. Actually the hacking mechanic I like. It's kind of neat. You get a crime stat for it too. I saw it in Reddit. There was a joke about it. It's now become crime citizen. The other bug that's been in the PTU is even if you shoot like the enemies that red character back there that was going to be shooting at me, even if you shoot at him at one point it gave you a crime stat even for killing a bad guy. So it was like no matter what you did you were going to get a crime stat. But see, I'm still moving, and if you're going very fast at all you won't be able to stop. Yeah, they were like crime citizen. And at first I can't stop when they ask me to get a crime stat. Then I go kill bad guys and get a crime stat. Oh, no problem. Gives me something to do rather than wandering aimlessly, which is kind of all I'm doing today. I kind of wanted to check out the GameGlass again. I looked at it last night, but it was kind of late when I finally got it figured out after they released it. But yeah, I don't like having to come out of quantum at stopped. I mean that puts you like a sitting duck if somebody happens to be sitting around right here. But I guess actually that's not bad because I'd rather you come out of quantum and stop dead than have to go into quantum. In other words, I guess I want it to be you come out of quantum at stop dead no matter what you come into it at. Right now you come out of it whatever speed you go in. There's always bad guys and whatnot hanging around here. So. Yeah, I'm curious to know if I kill one of these guys, does it still give you a crime stat? Caterpillar. Well, I ain't killing that. Connie. Yeah, there's one I can kill. Let's see. Yeah, my guns got reset. I must have gotten up at some point. Wait a minute. I'm not in the right menu.
Threatening.
No, that's not what I said. There we go. Now we'll go kill you. At one point, like I say, in the PTU, you could kill these guys, which are enemies, right? And you would get a crime stat, so I'm just testing that. Bluey, you're a goner. Okay, well that's cool. So apparently they fixed that. Oh, I did not get a crime stat for killing that nine-tail, so that's cool. Perfect. This is one, I wonder if we still have, I'll bet we still have the hover here. They removed it from the R&Rs. Right, that was kind of one of those things that kind of irked me. I bet that 600's there because he didn't want to land. 2 600s. Hover mode here can be rather dangerous at this place. Too much to run into. Gear.
Transitioning gear.
Landing gear deployed.
at least with the box, since they brought the box back, it's kind of like it gives you a visual reference. Yeah, we still have it. Oh, yeah, there we go. And the good news is, apparently they have, for the most part, fixed the refuel and repair stuff, which is a good deal. I haven't had any problem finding a place to repair like you did before.
Weapon.
I'm gonna go buy some of the pretty shit. Some of the chips, hacking chips. At the moment, this is the only place you can buy all 4 different kinds, although only 2 of them are really worth using. And you can buy 1 kind at Area 18, I think. As a matter of fact, I know it's Area 18, I'm just not 100% exactly. Dude. You're gonna hurt yourself, man. Them boots were made for walking, not tweaking. Twerking, or whatever that is. Yeah, it looks good, so that's cool. I like the looks of the thing. Where am I going? I think it's... See, there's admin, so I think it's this one. Yeah. It's right here where here's where you buy them. It's right here where what's his name is. Yeah. So let's go. I said something about buying more than one from a shelf. Okay, I can only buy one. These are the 2 I like. There's this one, which is the one you can also buy in Area 18. And this one, and there's one more that's really a crap one. Here it is. And I haven't tried it, but if you read the instructions, this slow and unreliable device, so I'm not gonna even try it. I just buy these. The rippers are real fast, but they take more interaction. The tiger claws are just a little slower. They're still in the fast side, but they have less interaction than the ripper. They're actually the ones I like to use the most because you don't have to babysit the hack as much, so you can keep an eye out better. But it does take a little longer. And then you equip them kind of like you would a multi-tool, or there we go. Like you would a multi-tool or a mission item. I go right here. So I'll equip that, and you can actually see it on your character, maybe. After it saves, maybe, I don't know. Oh, there it is, sticking straight out. I think the graphics are goofed, but there it is. Yeah, it kind of sticks straight out, and it shouldn't. Barely see it with my gun right there, but. Then we'll go hack a camera, get a crime stat. You get missions to do it and actually get paid for it. Or you can just go to one and hack them. You don't have to have a mission. I'm not sure. Now doing it without the mission, which no real reason to other than goofing around, since you don't get any money for it, would prevent it from, because they do have like a counter mission, right? And I'm not gonna swear, but you may be able to avoid the counter mission by not getting a mission to hack and just doing it. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I wanna go try one and see if the counter mission pops up, even though I don't have the mission. Because I'm really kind of unsure if it'll give you the counter mission without the hacker actually having the mission himself as well. I don't know. I know one way to find out though. I know I shut the ship down. Why has it got like smoke coming around it? Alrighty, man. Well, you have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. We'll probably talk to you later after work.
Origin shipboards at your service. Core system operation. Launch complete.
Gear.
Transitioning gear.
Let's see.
Gear raised.
Let's find a comm array. There's one. Could do that one, but I think I want to go to one that's probably not going to be as used. So we'll go to that one. I'm amazed that's not obstructed through there. Threading the needle.
Activated.
Now these things now have turrets on them. So if you're already a criminal, you have to get in there without the turrets killing your ship. And you get a restricted area, so we'll get a crime stat before we ever get in there. Now I don't have a crime stat yet, but I have figured out how you hide from the turrets. If I can stop. Is the turrets are sitting in between these. So what you got to do if you want to avoid the turrets is get right in between them, the solar panels here. And then the turrets can't hit you. So even if I had a crime stat, I could park right here. And those red lights is the way in. So there's a doorway on either side of here. And see, now we have a crime stat. I'd see they're shooting. The turrets are shooting at my ship now because I have a crime stat, but because I'm in between there, they can't quite hit me. So. And SPK has the same kind of hacking now. I gotta find the terminal. There we go. And 4, I think, is the button to bring it up. Yeah. There we go. I don't know which one I used. I think I used the other one, which means it's going to go like all the way to here before I have to interact. If you use the Ripper, it's 4 times, so about every bar you have to hit a continue button, or it won't, or it'll stop. And you do lose the key once it's a one use key. So. And I haven't seen the counter mission, so this is a way you can hack just for testing purpose or whatever without process halted. See, we got a continue. Yeah, I must have used the Ripper, so we're going fast. It'll do that like 4 times with the Ripper. That's what I'm saying. It's faster, but it takes more interaction and if there were already a counter mission, I wouldn't really want to have to stand here and watch this, because somebody would be sneaking up and shoot me in the back of the head. The other one that's still pretty fast, the Tiger Claw, you only have to interact with once, so you could stand back and just keep an eye on it and look around, which I'll do as soon as I get one more, I think. Yeah. That's it. That's the hacking. Now, I'm not getting a counter mission, so I don't expect anybody to come and try and kill me. But if you have the actual hacking mission where it tells you to come hack one of the comm arrays, I don't know when it pops, but there's a counter mission that pops for people to stop you, so players can come and kill you. I'm guessing that it may pop up anyway as soon as it goes down. Sounds like I hear something. I'm surprised if I don't get another. There it is. I don't, and I imagine I will get a counter mission as soon as it goes down. You know, with a mission or not, once the network goes down, they're gonna probably pop a counter mission. Don't know for sure. I've done this once, but without a mission. But I didn't really know what I was doing. Comlink down. So if I had the mission to disable the comlink, it would now be completed. Yeah, that's what I was hearing, the turrets. Like I say, see the turrets are mounted right on these solar panels in the center. So by getting even with those solar panels, they can't hit your ship here. If you have a small enough ship. I did it in a freelancer, so I know you can use at least that big. Make sure the door was gonna close. That's the hacking. Now that I have a crime stat, if I get interdicted, the coppers will just start shooting. I know There's 3 ways I know to get rid of a crime stat, and actually, this is not the one I want to use.
Engines.
You can go to Lorville and die. Actually, I think they removed that, to be honest. So as far as I know, there's only 2 ways to clear a crime stat now. And that's to go to SPK and hack that computer, which can be problematic. PvPers tend to hang out there and kind of a kill on sight kind of deal, so that can be problematic. The other way is just get interdicted and let them kill you. If the Crusader security kill you with a crime stat, then it takes away your crime stat. And I didn't get an interdiction. I haven't figured out exactly how it triggers the interdictions, but it appears to have something to do with initializing quantum. I'm pretty sure if I just stop and start quantum here, it'll eventually give me an interdiction. No, maybe not. It's still right there, so I guess I'll try it one more time. Here I go, trying to get another interdiction as much as they've been frustrating me. I know it may have something to do with where you're at when you start your quantum. I don't know. I'm just quantuming to different places, trying to get interdicted here.
Quantum drive activated.
I guess Murphy's Law should suggest if I want to get interdicted, I won't. I need some more color. Oh, there we go. Let's see if this is a copper. Nope, it's not. How about that? I finally get an interdiction into the wrong guy. See, this is where the having to come to a complete stop is kind of wonky. I have to fly out far enough to get away from him. Hopefully he won't get back close enough to jam me again by the time I stop. That was the wrong interdiction, wrong type. I need a blue AI. There we go.
Better get a medal for taking you down.
Yeah, goody. You get your medal. Turn my shields off so these lightweights can kill me.
Still think crime pays? Let's see how you do without shields.
They're not real good AI. Come on, hit me, hit me. You can do it, you can do it. Oh man, that guy just passed me and didn't hit diddly.
Still think crime?
Thank you, there you go. We finally got it. Oh yeah, I was gonna get some coffee. I'll be right back while I spawn. So yeah, that's the whole hacking thing. It's pretty cool. Be sure I don't get to keep that hacking chip. No, it's gone. So they're one-time use, which is cool. But that kind of shows you the balance isn't all that. See if my ship's still here. No, I blew it up. Never mind. It's not here because I blew it up. Well, I let them blow it up. Actually, I think I'm gonna. Okay, well, I need something other than that. There we go. What am I looking for? That. So I can move this thing, get back to regular. It's all cool, but yeah, I'm not real hip on the. It looks good. I might have to use it just for immersion, but I'm not sure it's that usable for me. If I had the room for it, I could see it. It would be a lot a lot better for people that had an actual that were just playing as opposed to streaming. For me, it takes up a too much area on my desk that I can't afford. I can't. It ends up hiding my stream chat and so on. So now I can actually see my stream chat. And oh, I still have, but I have that moved. I guess. I'll take a minute while I get this ship claimed. And then I need to. There, I can do it from there. I gotta let the dogs out. Be right back. Let's see if that's halfway straight. Close enough. I should have my little 325. Yeah. To retrieve. And I really just want to get back over to PO and reset my spawn here. But yeah, I will say, well, there we go. I will say that it's definitely stable. So they've definitely gotten that part down. Still a few glitches, but yeah, I'm hoping they go live with it pretty quick. Hey, OG, how you doing today? I was kind of, oh, there's somebody's box. I was kind of playing with the GameGlass, and actually it's pretty neat. I was at work. Oh, dang, that sucks, I guess. And it's pretty cool, the GameGlass thing, but for me, it's
Cruise lock.
yeah. Ah, why am I cruise lock?
Raised.
Thank you. Please visit again.
I left the armistice with no, oh boy, I am not. There we go. I don't even have shields going. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of just waiting on it to go live. You know, it's like a wipe thing, so not really a whole lot of reason to do a whole lot. Oh wow, nice! This weekend or coming up to it. I'm I'm hoping they push this out live pretty quick. I'm kind of expecting it to this weekend. Doesn't mean it will. I just wow, I gotta get out beside the planet, I guess. I think that guy there is doing the same as I am. He's in a mess. Probably don't want to mess with him. But yeah, it's plenty stable. Yesterday or today, I haven't had any. I think I might have had one CTD, but that's 6-8 hours. Well, I had at least 4. That's in at least 6 hours of run time. So that's pretty stable for alpha. Yeah, I played with it for a little while, and the big problem with it for right now, the GameGlass app thing is that I got to use their custom keyboard layout. And since I don't, I have a lot of custom keys that I already set, that kind of messes me up. If you use default keys, then that isn't bad. Or if you wanted to use the default keys and change them from there after you install it, that would be alright. Just be a lot of effort for me to change my keys, and then it's not necessarily something I need. Since I already use the voice command, I don't really need the GameGlass, but it does look nice. Be worth it for just immersion, just to have sitting on the desk if I had a place to actually put it. The only place I can set my tablet, and where it's in reach, it would be blocking my stream monitor. So for somebody that's not streaming, it would be cool. Or that has enough room to use a tablet within reach. Okay, let's see. What am I doing? Good day.
This actually works.
Yeah, it appears to be working pretty good right now. And that's one of the other things that's kind of cool right now, is that they do have the VoIP under control, it would appear. Yep, there's my dogs. I gotta go let them in. Yeah, I would be surprised if this doesn't hit live pretty quick. Let's see. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. I say that the GameGlass was pretty cool. And I should have gotten a. Did I ever get a screen? I'll bet I didn't have any kind of shot of it. Since I moved my camera, I can't really show it again without readjusting my camera, which I need to do, but I still like the voice control a little better. It's just not having to let off on the keyboard to hit a button. 03. But it sure does look good. Right now I use my tablet for a backup chat channel, mostly because for some reason some of the and I haven't figured it out why. Some of the alerts don't show up on my chat bot. Which can be an issue if you can't see your alerts. So I have a backup on my tablet. I just have the channel open there, and I can catch anything that doesn't show on my chat bot. I can still look over there and read it. The one that it doesn't show is the raids. If somebody raids me, I can't see who it is. But I have a audible notification that tells me if somebody raids me, and then I can look over actually behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but then I can look over there and tell who it is by reading that one. So it kind of works. I think I'm gonna go to Lorville. Gear.
Transitioning gear.
But see, that's why I like the audible or the voice command stuff. Essentially, you can use it while you're maneuvering or whatever, and you don't have to remove your hands even to hit a keyboard key, much less a tablet. Effectively, the tablet looks good, but for me, it's having to take my hand off and reach up here is not something certainly not something I would want to do in the middle of a fight or whatever, combat. What I had the most fun with on it was the social, the emotes.
Drive activated.
That was actually neat. I could also see maybe the mining stuff. That seems like that might be pretty neat too. In other words, for me, the only things it would really be the best at would be for stuff that you're not in a hurry or you're not isn't real critical, like for mining or social stuff. It's great for. That makes it tilt up a little bit. Maybe not gonna. For stuff you're not in a hurry or anything, that it would be great. For combat, I'm not. For me, it certainly wouldn't be much use. I just have the early access on the GameGlass simply because I signed up early. I didn't actually buy any extra shards or anything. And a good chunk of it, the primary shards or screens, I mean they're calling them shards, but the primary screens are free. So anybody can use GameGlass, just you have to pay if you want the additional shards. At least that's what they had talked about all the way through beta. I don't know if you can still go about doing that, or how you would go about it. Did take a little bit little bit of effort to get it working. And you know, you gotta get the PC software installed, and then get it to log into your account, and then you gotta get the tablet software installed and get it to log into your account. I had a little trouble with the logins, but managed to get it straightened out. Oh, and then actually the big part of installing it is adding the keybinds. Although they do have a very good extremely good detailed instruction on it. Do I have? No, I don't. I guess I need to might as well bookmark that just for fun. Yeah, I'm logged in here. So if you go to GameGlass, just hit the get started. What was I looking for? Oh, I was really just looking for some pictures of it. Works on both tablets, Android tablets, and phones. These are the two that they're working on presently with quite a bit of different games. This is the one I actually like the most, or I had the most fun with today, was the emotes. Okay, yeah. So you just go to here and create an account and get the basic one. And that would get you, let's see if we have a, I'm looking for the setup, but I guess that's at the top. I wanted to see the biggest part of getting it set up. Is the keybinds. Here it is. And you have to download the keybinds. You save as, and what you want is that XML. And then you basically have to put it, and it doesn't tell you, but yeah, you put the start keybinds in this. Now I'm using PTU, so I have to put it in a slightly different place. And I'm on D drive, but basically just go to Robert Space Industries, wherever that's installed to, and go to Star Citizen, and either PTU or Live. It's actually for Live, but then go to Users, Controls, yeah, and then there it is. You gotta copy that file there, and then it goes through the whole, and it goes through it all, gives you pictures. But basically from there you go to Options, Keybinds, Advanced, and then select GameGlass. And that'll load the correct keybinds to work with the program. Now I'm using this one right now, so I'm not gonna load it, but so yeah, it can be a little bit of a process getting it set up. And then let's see, I'd have to put it right here. I have to sit it on top of something. I don't think I can get it where I can see, where you can see it. So I do have a
Alert.
Like I say, my big concern, or not concern, my big issue is that it's not, it requires me moving my hands away from my controls. Everything I really need, I've already got custom set up to keyboard. It is cool looking, and for immersive purposes, it's nice. I'll probably use it eventually for that, but I'll have to go through the keybinds for that one and my voice command and kind of combine them, because I have most of the stuff that I would use it for on my voice commands, like wave. Do I not have my voice commands on? Yeah, I do. I have both of them. Let's exit GameGlass. Wave.
Waving hello.
There we go. So yeah, I have the same things with that. Only with that, I don't have to let go of the keyboard. Like, I like it because certain ones, like gear, I like to bring the gear up while I'm coming away from the pad, and how come I can't? I don't have an arrow or anything. Uh-oh. Oh, that felt like a. I don't have a marker. Okay. Alright, now I got a marker to that one. Alright, clear out. There we go. I had to toggle the waypoints around or something.
Activated. Landing gear raised.
Don't think I got enough sleep last night. But yeah, actually, the GameGlass went into early access last night. That's kind of why I had it in my title. I probably should change that. What happened to the security bunker that was there?
Phantom drive activated.
I must have made it an unmarked outpost or something. Oh yay, I get to land in Lorville with the hover mode.
Deactivated.
It's alright, I can handle the hover mode. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of trouble landing. It's just, I'm just not real fond of it. For me, it's not as fun. And it becomes somewhat tedious. The biggest part, I guess, would be the, say, a landing view of some kind, belly cam, whatever you want to call it. Some way of doing it without having to go into third person. That just irks me, I guess. Old and set in my ways. I'm curious, if they. I know they've already tweaked it down a little bit, so I'm just curious if they've tweaked it down again. Wouldn't hurt my feelings if they had, but I'm not getting my hopes up yet. No. If there's any differences, it's in the game. I'm pretty sure I haven't, to be honest. I think I might have installed a new driver, so let me double check it didn't reset it. Well, like I say, it's possible. I think, since the last time I actually did that, no, it's still up. So yeah, it's in any difference is probably in game. Yeah, I have no idea what the actual. I think it's 50 maybe. Yeah, I'm not real fond of the hover mode, but get in here and come to a stop. I'll call them. Make it work. Yeah, for me, it's kind of like, it means I got to approach real fast to the point where it's dangerous so I can get halfway lined up. And then have to go into third view to actually land, which is not my favorite setup. Did I not? And I'm about to crash. Yeah, this is why I don't like it. It is just, I have no idea in third person if I'm moving or not, and I have to go into third person to see where the landing pad is. that puts you in a dangerous situation that, to me, is not really. Okay, I set all kind of them up, but I didn't set up no top. Gosh. Yeah. Yeah, this is fun. Okay. Hit Z key. Now, now I can get a view that I can actually use and land, I guess. That's as far as I can get. What is the deal here? I can't. Yeah. I can't now. It doesn't seem to be giving me an adjustment here. I can't adjust my view. I guess I'll try it like this. Yeah, this is not really a great. I can't see shit that way. I'm not even sure if I'm in the right hangar though, because you can't see it from third view. You can't see any of your controls, any of your flight controls, or the icons that you're supposed to be landing at. I'm hoping this is the right thing. If not, I guess I'll get a crime stat and get killed when I get out of my ship. I didn't save that view, did I? Normally I can get a better view than that. That's kind of... Normally I can get straight up and down and still see both ends of the ship. I did with my freelancer, but for some reason the view adjustments don't seem to be working. Yay! It's skating, ship skating. And why ICS couldn't hold this ship in one spot, I have no idea. And even helicopters can do auto hover. Okay, we're down. I don't know, did I get a... I'm guessing I got the notice that I landed correctly. I don't know.
Threatening.
I don't know. I'm kind of confused. The little arrow. What little arrow? Oh, the little arrow it'll help get you close, but that thing ain't that accurate, is it? Oh, for some reason I was coming here, now I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I'll have to look at the arrow and double check that next time I try to land.
Hey, Kim.
Hey. What?
I had to, I wanted to join Discord real quick because I can talk about it easier than type it.
Alright.
Yeah, you know the little arrow that points you to your quantum marker normally?
Alright.
One of those will pop up for the hangar while you're in hover mode. and you just have to maneuver until you get close to it. It'll take you all the way down until you can see the edge of the bay. And then once you just see the edge, the rest is on you.
I'll have to check that out. But that doesn't really give you like a lineup, though, does it? It just gets you to the hangar, and then you have to use whatever's above the hangar or whatever to line up to get pointed.
Typically, it'll get you low. Normally for me, it'll get me low enough where I can actually see the physical edge of the hangar, and then I orient myself according to that.
Right. Or whatever, or the buildings around the hangar or whatever you could square up on. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to try it, because that would sure make it a lot better for me. That's one of the big things I don't like.
I got you. I'm going to turn this off and go back to the stream.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Oh, I still don't have the other. My camera is not aimed just right, but I guess it'll be alright. Oh, I was gonna look. That's what it was. I wanted to buy a. Alright, well, I'll probably be on and off all day, but not sure when you get off. Probably later. I got. I want to buy that. Well, I don't need this to buy that, do I? I just need to run over here and buy that. Buy the little sports car. I like it. Who doesn't want a little convertible? That's kind of what it.
Let me be the first to congratulate you. You shit.
It reminds me of a little Alfa Romeo I had a few years back. Yeah, I still think it's funny. They gave us 6 different. It was great. It was a fun little car. I mean, it wasn't. I used to. I kind of got in. I didn't used to. I kind of got into some low-level sports car racing years and years ago, and at that time I was driving MGs. And this thing is a it's a very similar looking sports car from the outside. It looks a lot like the MGs, but it's a totally different animal. It was a lot heavier than most cars its size and everything, but it was really sporty and fun to drive. But I mean, like, you get on the highway and 5-speed, you run through all 5 gears without paying attention. Yeah, you'd get a ticket in a heartbeat. It'd be doing 85, 90 mile an hour by the time you got on the highway and got off the ramp and hit the highway in 5th gear, real quick. Yeah, it was a fun little car. That's what it reminds me of. I didn't mean that one. Yeah, I know. That's about. True story. I drove it to work a couple of times, and at one of my, I was running a remodel, but one of the big shots was there, and. He had a truck. We were using his truck to work on the project, and so he had to leave. And well, I had his truck tied up, and he was like the supervisor, the project supervisor. And so I just handed him my keys to the Alfa Romeo because he had a meeting he had to go to. And he came back, 2, 3 hours later. He was just pissed. He was like bitching at me. And what am I looking at here? I don't remember this room. Oh, okay. And he was pissed. He's like, I got a speeding ticket. I was like, what? And as soon as he said it, I said, you decided to give her a little go juice on the way to that on the highway, didn't he? He's like, yeah, man, right here. I just ran through the gears and there's a cop. I looked down. I was doing 80 mile an hour. I was like, yeah, that thing will go, won't it? But it peeved him off. Hey, look, I told you could drive it. I didn't tell you to go 80 miles an hour on the highway. No fish yet. I want fish. I may have to buy this one in game or something. Of all the Connies, this is a nice one. But they're going to have to get the hot tub or whatever the heck that's supposed to be fixed. But that's what that little 85X reminds me of. Yeah, I like the Phoenix. It's a fancy looking ship for a Connie. And I could just sit here on the planet. Check out the window. That's just cool. Get up. I like that it's got a lot of windows. I like windows. And of course, everybody loves the hammerhead. I'm not going to go in there because I'll get lost. We'll be rummaging around through it for an hour trying to get me out of there. It's funny that if you go in one of these, and now it shows it up like like one of my ships. Gives me an icon for it. First time I noticed that, it kind of messed me up. But I guess these guys don't kill you with a crime stat anymore. They took away all of the guns so it wouldn't kill you, except for they left the ones in the hangar. So you come here, land, and they kill you. I think they did that on purpose so it would clear your crime stat and you could get in the city after that. Nice. Actually, I'm gonna change my. Really, I didn't know that. I thought it was just like the luxury thing more than anything. Huh. That's pretty cool. I'm thinking I might do a quick. I wanted to show to check something out. I might as well do it here. Actually, let's just go ahead and quit this game out. Oh, what do you mean? Have I not got both of my... Yeah, streamer bot and everything? It won't let me change my thing there, so I guess I'll put it here. Is that not... I'm not seeing it update here. Ah, there it goes. It did there. I'm just going to start this up. I wanted to just take a look at some of the similarities. On the on this old freelancer game. I could probably get rid of that so it's not. Well, you'll see a similarity within the first few minutes. Here, right in the intro. So this is kind of one of the things. Keep in mind this is loud. Low graphics. I mean, see, it's like in a real low resolution because that's the only way I could get it to work.
It was the 23rd century, mankind's darkest hour.
Oh wait, shoot, I have to figure out how to change that, don't I? I didn't realize I was doing it in such a small...
Initiating cryogenic freezing. Commencing pod lockdown.
Damn it. I can't change the size. Shit. Gotta watch the intro when it runs slow.
Control, cryos complete. Green navigation systems online. Copy that. Reading green across the board.
The story.
Good to hear. Bringing primary engines online. How's it looking out there? Launch minus 10 minutes counting. Control? Incoming hostiles, 10 minutes out. Shall I abort? Negative. Launch is still a go.
The war had been raging for almost 100 years. We had been fighting for so long no one could remember the reason why it all started in the first place. All we knew is that there were two sides, the coalition and the alliance. For decades, millions died for the same piece of rock again and again. Finally, one side managed to gain the upper hand, the coalition. In desperation, the Alliance launched 5 sleeper ships. The hope was for them to begin again far from the war and strife that had befallen Earth, to start free from the prejudices that had divided us for so long. Each sleeper ship was christened after its patron nation. The Britonia, the Rhineland, the Hispania, the Kasari, the Liberty. Against all odds, the colony ships broke through the Coalition blockade and headed for the Sirius system. That was 800 years ago, when we came here to rebuild our lives. We've come a long way since then. We have grown, we have prospered, we have flourished. But we will never forget.
And there's the, it happens to be the exact same 800 years in the future kind of thing. Do I? Okay, yeah, no, I still don't. Okay, well, for me to do this. I have to change some settings here, which I'm pretty sure I have to, let's just copy that out. I don't want you anywhere. Don't need you. I need to change my settings. Let me see if I can do that. No. It's locked. But I gotta change that base resolution to make it work. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna stop the stream for just a second so I can fix that so it'll get full screened. I'll be right back.